Okay, today we are playing a game on the Temple of Anubis, we are playing Soldier on defense and Zenyatta on attack, and this was a competitive game, but it took place during placement, so who knows what the SR is doing. So our current team composition is Winston, D.Va, Zarya, Junkrat, Genji, and Mercy. So we have 3 tanks and 1 healer. It's not the end of the world, because the only healer is Mercy. As long as it's Mercy, that's the important thing, because that's... all team compositions right now are just like, here's Mercy, and Friend. It doesn't matter who and Friend is, as long as you've got the Mercy, you know? Also, we are playing Winston right now. I know, we're not playing Winston for very long. Not long enough I felt that he had to actually be included in the thumbnail or the title or anything like that, you know? So, we're just gonna start the game. We die once, and then we change, basically. So, enemy team, not really in the base yet, so we just launch forward onto them, which is not a great idea, because the entire enemy team is, like, right over there, and they could just try and collapse in on us really quickly if we do that, because that just tends to be what happens if you, like, stray outside of the choke point on any map, and then we're just kind of, like, hanging out in the street for a really long period of time. Like, you don't really want to fight in the street on Anubis if you can avoid it, because it's just kind of easy to die in there, as evidenced by the fact that we immediately die in here. Now, we do have cooldowns up right now as well that we could have used, but we didn't use them and we just died. We have ended up baiting Mercy in as well, because Mercy actually came over to heal us and then ended up dying. And it all falls apart fairly quickly. It's rather difficult to defend the first checkpoint as Winston, because you just kind of have to do a lot of waiting on Anubis as Winston, because you can't, like, go out of the choke point to fight on basically any map, really, unless you're given a great opportunity to do so. We weren't given a great opportunity to do so. In fact, someone died, like, right as we jumped forward, so it got even worse. Wasn't a great idea. So we're going to change the Soldier after much debate. Looks like we were thinking about picking Torbjorn for a second, but decided against that one. So now we're playing Winston. No, now we're not. No, we're not playing Winston. Soldier's not very much like Winston at all, actually. So they have a lot of ultimates because they kind of just rolled over that first checkpoint really quickly. We've got a couple of ultimates, but boy, did they have a lot of ultimates. And if you can believe it, we don't actually lose the checkpoint right now. Despite the fact they just ran in here with actually all of their ultimates. It's okay, because we managed to build up a couple of ultimates during the fight, and they also didn't use their ultimates super well. So, even though they came in with actually like 5 out of 6 ultimates, we managed to fend them off. Mercy got Valkyrie partway through the fight as well, which was the important thing, because if she didn't, we probably would have lost the fight right there, because we were losing a lot of momentum by that point, but Mercy just rezzing people that have died tends to swing it back around. Look at that, we got silver healing. I played a game recently where I was playing Soldier. It was defending on Junkertown, and for the first minute and a half of that game, I had gold healing. There was a Mercy on the team. So, that was sick. I bet... Can you guess what the outcome of that game was? It was awesome. So, we've almost got Tac Visor. D.Va's just throwing her ultimate out there, which is an awful use of company resources, but D.Vas are prone to doing such things. So we now have Tac Visor. Probably don't need to worry about using it, seeing as McCree just died, and they don't actually have any ultimates right now because they just used all of their ultimates, so they're not going to be doing too much in the near future. And we just get peeked to death by Hanzo. And this is why people don't like Hanzo. You just switch over to their kill cam and you're like, oh yeah, here he is, just peeking the corner over and over and over again, and eventually he killed me. What a skillful hero. It's like all Hanzo's got, though, right? It's like if Hanzo didn't... Think about if, like, Hanzo didn't have Scatter Arrow. Just think about, like, how anemic he would be as a hero, right? Like, he really doesn't have much going for him. So here comes the dragon, and everyone just walks out of the way. The dragon, no big deal. And now we just get to go back here. Like, we do just, like, chuck the missiles down the middle point for, like, no reason. Like, aim it at somebody, you know. So we wanted to use this on D.Va, and we were like, D.Va, back up, and then D.Va just left, and we were very upset about it. I wouldn't have used it for her anyway, like, just let Mercy heal her, like... Fucking Biotic Field is a 15-second cooldown. You don't want to give it to someone just to heal them up between fights unless, like, you absolutely have to. Which is basically if your team is, like, dead. So, we're, like... That all happened right there. We were like, let's not overextend, and then promptly our team overextended a little bit more, but they were 5v6 and got caught in the Graviton, so... you know, and then McCree tried to use High Noon in the middle of the Graviton. Don't do that. If you're playing McCree, don't decide that you're going to use Graviton, High Noon inside the Graviton. So, I'm going back so we can look at their team. Doesn't that feel good for them? They've got no healer right now. So, we shouldn't really have to worry about much unless we get super wombo comboed, basically, because if your team... Like, the one thing your team absolutely can't succeed without is a support, basically, because you just kind of get chipped down and die. However, that happens. And we decide we're going to use Tac Visor right here. I wouldn't use Tac Visor right now because you have to use it. You have to kill their entire team right now for it to be worth it, and that's not going to happen. They have to capture the entire checkpoint still, and we have people who can get back out to the point quickly. I would save it, expecting to use it on the next fight, because I would expect to get one more fight out of it. And then on the next fight, hopefully you can be in a better position to use it, because that one, it's not gonna work. If it wasn't like they still have the entire checkpoint to capture, okay, go for it, because you might not get another one. If they got the whole thing to go through, and you've got like a D.Va and a Genji on your team, like, they're gonna get out there to touch it again, just like save it for the next one, maybe it goes better. And this is kind of hindsight is 2020, but like we come out here and we're like, wow, wouldn't this be a much better position to use Tac Visor in than the last one we were in. And that's kind of hindsight's 2020 to say that, but like, it wasn't gonna work. You gotta play to your outs, really, and your outs are like, well, we'll see if we can get one more, and maybe that Tac Visor will do something, because this one probably won't. So we managed to fend them off again, and miraculously they only got the first tick as well, so all's well. They do have their 6th member back now, so they actually have a support again. Genji, what the fuck was Genji doing? Who knows? Zarya's just sucked everyone into the Graviton, and then the dragon flies through, and there's nothing you can do about that one, because that's supposed to kill your team. If your team gets caught in the Graviton and Hanzo pushes Q over the Graviton, your team is supposed to get wiped. So there's not much you can do about that one, except, don't let your team get hit by the Graviton. And at this point, we've just lost so much momentum that it's difficult. We don't have many ultimates to try and turn it back around with either. We've got Tac Visor, but we just died, so we have to come back out here again. Miraculously, we still haven't lost the checkpoint. And when we come out here, we're like, oh, maybe we don't even need to use Tac Visor, actually. I would have used it anyway, just because the fight is still sketchy. I would have just used it as soon as we came out. Because, like, there's still people around, a fight is still happening. And now we gotta come back around again, and now, oh, it's getting even worse out here. This time we're just gonna use Tac Visor as soon as we come out, which is fair enough. This one is worse, because now most of our team is actually dead, so they just sort of collapse on us. So, the only thing I would say we could have really done significantly better during this game was use our ultimate better, because it's like, well, if Hanzo just peeks the corner over and over again and you get hit by the arrow, yeah, it just kind of is gonna happen to you sooner or later. So if your whole team is gonna get caught by the Graviton, yeah, there's not really anything you can do about that one. All I could say we could have really done much better was just use our ultimate better, because that was, like, the thing that stood out. For the most part, aside from that, we're just sitting on the checkpoint, like, alright, and now I'm gonna shoot at them, and my team's dead. And as Soldier, there's nothing you can do about that one, except kill their whole team before they kill your team in the Graviton. It's not very realistic, is it? So now we're playing Zenyatta. As you can see from the timer, yeah, we don't capture the first checkpoint. It's very sad. I would have, honestly, just kept playing a DPS. because, I mean, Zenyatta is basically a DPS still, but, like, as long as your team's got a Mercy, it's fine. Like, I would have just kept playing a DPS, honestly, because, like, our team has already kind of shown us that, well, they don't seem that fantastic. And we still had 2 tanks, so I would have just gone for DPS and been like, well, I hope I kill a bunch of them right now. So we just all got killed coming through the gate. Junkrat's over here, achieving exactly nothing. And yeah, now we just have to reset and try to push again, and now, like, half of them have probably got their ultimates. Especially since, like, Torbjorn got half the kills, and Hanzo's on fire. They probably, like, got their ultimates already, so that's gonna make it real easy now. Like, the whole team just, like, got wiped really quickly. There's not much realistically to be done about that one either, honestly, especially as Zenyatta. Unless you got Transcendence, there's not that much you can do to stop it. So, we are spending, like, a lot of time here just sort of sitting out in the open. Someone like Zenyatta, very easy to hit, very easy to kill. You want to just, like, sit near a wall and peek the wall. You don't want to just be, like, sitting out in the open because you just get shot at because you're kind of just a floating box, so you're really easy to get killed. You want to actually, like, sit behind a corner and, like, peek cover over and over again, rather than just kind of, like, being out in the open. Because we just sort of, like, we're up in the open, like, backing away from it, like, just, like, sit next to the wall and, like, peek corners, basically. Here comes McCree, like, whoa, who saw that one coming, and we die. Like, there's no way you realistically are ready for a McCree to just roll out of the checkpoint and throw a flashbang at you. On Anubis, anyway. Basically, our whole team's just, like, getting wiped as soon as we see the enemy team, which makes it very difficult to actually do anything, especially as Zenyatta, because Zenyatta doesn't have that much power to stop his team from just getting killed unless you have Transcendence. Like, Junkrat's also just kind of, like, hopping around out in the open. We don't have a shield tank, so it's difficult for us to walk through the choke point because they're just kind of throwing shit in the doorway, and it's difficult for us to get through. We have Transcendence now, and their Genji just died. Then we get shot in the face, so now we have to wait to be healthy again. Oh, look, Genji's alive again because Mercy's in the game. And their Mercy doesn't even die for doing that, even though she should have done because she floated up in front of our entire team, but you know. Now Junkrat's dead, D.Va's about to lose her mech, we just get shot and killed, it's a disaster all around. There's nothing we can do about this, because the only person on our team who is okay at breaking barriers is Junkrat, and Junkrat's constantly dead. So the moral of today's game is very much, you know, some things are just beyond your control. Here comes Genji. Honestly, I wouldn't even. Like, nothing's happening, and frankly, the way things are going, the only way I see getting through the choke point is if we use Transcendence to try and get through the doorway. Which is not a great use of Transcendence, but, like, we've literally just sat in front of the choke point getting shot at and killed for, like, 3 minutes now. So, it's not exactly going very well. I would have just changed off Zenyatta, because there's nothing you can do. Your team is, like, not getting through the doorway. There's nothing you can do to facilitate them getting through the doorway. We can't kill people because they're sitting behind a Narissa barrier, and we as Zenyatta can't do anything about that. Our Junkrat's doing a terrible job of actually doing anything about it. I would just change off Zenyatta. I'd change to, like, Pharah. Winston's fine also, because Winston counters the majority of their team. Torbjorn makes it a little bit awkward, but, like, the rest of the team can't do much against Winston, so, like, Winston's also fine. I would've just switched way sooner, because it's too late to do anything now. Especially since they've just been wiping us in the doorway over and over again, and, like, now we just, like, jump in, like, I'm gonna touch it, and we immediately get killed because we took so much damage getting through. Reinhardt might have also been better, so we can try and get the team through the choke point. Like, there's nothing we can do as Zenyatta to try and get through that choke point, so the play is basically changed sooner. And maybe it goes better, who knows. The team didn't seem very interested in making it work, so what can you do? I don't think realistically this is... Ooh, fucking... Yeah! The worst part is that Genji got rewarded for doing that, and that is, like, one of the worst plays you can make as Genji, is, like, walk at the enemy team hoping they kill themselves on you, and they just do. That was quite awful. Oh god, wasn't that a depressing game to watch? The moral of today's game is that sometimes there's not much you can do. The only things that, like, super stood out in this game is, like, ult's use as Soldier and, change off Zenyatta quicker, because your team's not making any efforts to actually win the game, so you gotta make more efforts to win the game than your team is, and Zenyatta can't do anything in that position. Just change to somebody else. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. And, you probably didn't find the video terribly helpful, but I hope you at least found it entertaining to laugh at bad people. I know I love it.